Okay, so we're back on this journal guide, and I'm going to put in loneliness and cognitive function in the elderly for my title or top keywords, and then search. And it takes a few seconds. So 32 journals. So it's similar to the other one where it has the journal name. These are the articles that it's saying are a match, the publisher. So that helps you with knowing if it's predatory. It's kind of like a first line. You can know that, yes, Elsevier's not predatory. Wiley's not predatory. BMJ, Springer, Elsevier, those are all not predatory. These other ones, I don't know. Hempstead Psychological Associates, it might be legit. I just don't know about that one. And so you would do the same thing here that you did on the Jane website. Just go through and look at all the matches and determine which ones you want to target. So I want to go back to, we'll go back to Jane and I'll show you an example, but the other things that are here, Wiley Journal, Finder, Springer, and Elsevier, those are completely fine to use also, but they are put up by the publisher. So if you go to the Springer Journal Suggester, you're going to do the same thing, but you'll only get journals that are published by Springer, which is fine. But it's just something to remember, whereas this journal guide and Jane, they look at all of them. So let's go, I'm going to put this here, find journals. So these are the lists that we had from before on Jane, and I did like the first one, Aging and Mental Health. The second one was the one that had all the interleukin cellular stuff, so I'm not interested in that. The journal, Gerontology, that's a possibility. Dementia and neurocognitive disorders, that was a possibility too. So just to get this started, you just go to Aging and Mental Health, and I'm just going to go look at it, and I'll show you what you need to be looking for. Aging and Mental Health Journal. Click that. Aging and Mental Health Journal Resources. So sometimes it's kind of hard to figure out. Yeah, that's not right. Aging and Mental Health. Yeah, so this is the journal site. So what you need to do is you go to the journal site. You're just take a look at it overall to see if it looks professional. That would give you one hint if it was considered predatory or not. And so then you go and you can see all along the sides where it's saying journal metrics, aims and scope, instructions for authors, society, journal, special issues, editorial board, all this kind of stuff on the side. So really the very first thing that you need to look at is the aims and scope. So it's right here. Aging and Mental Health is an international peer-reviewed journal focused on the biological, psychological, and social effects of aging on mental health. Provide leading international forum to investigate the relationship between aging process and mental health topics, including but not limited to aging, psychology, pathological aging, psych problems. Yeah. The journal welcomes original, theoretical, and clinical. Okay. They operate with the double-blind peer review policy. And then read. So, just by what this says, I have a research article on loneliness and cognitive function. The journal welcomes clinical research articles. It fits in with what their aims and their scope are listed here. So this is definitely a possibility. Then I go look at journal metrics and just see. So, you know, the impact factor, pretty high. All these other scores, I don't really know what they're for, what they mean. Speed and acceptance, so that's just kind of good to know. 41 days average from submission to first decision, so that's a little over a month. 74 days from submission to first post-review decision. 22% acceptance rate. So, you know, that tells you they don't accept every single article that comes their way. Go back over here. Go look at the editorial board. It's nice if the people are from a nice mix of United States country and then other foreign countries. It really is helpful and a good thing when it's from all over the world. Brazil, Italy, Australia, UK, USA. So they have that all covered. So then go to, let's just say that you want to look at this one and you want to look at the instruction for authors. So this is another portion or piece of your assignment. Let's see. So these are just all the different instructions. So, you know, they're going to want it all submitted in their way, their formatting. We already have all that. Let's see. Hold on. About this. So these are the same things from before. So here, I wonder, hold on, let me go down. Yeah, it looks like these are the same subheadings as what's listed. So preparing your paper, that's what you need to look at. Should be written with the following elements. So you have title page, abstract, keywords, main text, intro, materials, results, discussion, acknowledgement, declaration of statement, references, so you can see there. Should be no more than 5,000 words, and that includes the abstract and figure caption, so that's important to know. Quick style guidelines, just click on that and see. Times New Roman 12, double line spacing, margin should be at least 1 inch. Use bold for your title and with an initial capital letter for any proper nouns. It goes on and talks about how they want the abstract and the keywords and the headings and the tables and figures. So it gives you all of these specific details. Formatting and templates, if you want that. Reference guide. So let's see what they use. If it's APA, it could really be anything. Yep, here you go. APA 7. So y'all know what that is. It talks about the editing services that they do. Checklist, what to include, author details, funding details, disclosure statement. All these little things. A lot of these things I don't have. Typically, I don't use a graphical abstract. It's an image that gives the readers a clear idea about your article. I've never done one of those. The funding details for you, it's going to be there was no funding was obtained to support my paper. Disclosure has to do with if you have financial interest or benefit from the direct applications of your research. So you just go down and look at it. So let me show you another thing. So what was the name of that one that I didn't like? I think what the journal was Neuroscience Letters. Why is it doing that? I don't know why. Okay, Neuroscience Letters. Here you go. Pops right up first. Journal Elsevier. So this is the one that had all the cellular stuff. Rapid Communication Journal for the Neuroscience. Same type of information. You can look at the editorial board, the site score, the impact factor, time to first decision is 4 weeks. Article publishing charge, this is super important because they need to be very transparent about that up front. So if they're not, if they're hiding it, then that is an alert that it could be predatory. Neuroscience letters is devoted to rapid publication of short, okay, only papers, let's see, papers in all areas of neuroscience, molecular, cellular, developmental systems. So if I thought, hey, this might have been an option, and then I come here and see that they're really looking for all this cellular stuff, then I would say, you know what, that's not going to be a match. And then I don't even care about everything else. I don't care about their publishing charge and everything. So, okay. Okay, I'm going to put that down. Okay, so I'm going to go back. So here's your assignment again. I have like 4 minutes. So choose the top 3 journals. So if you're going to look on that Jane website, just go and start looking at from top to bottom and pick 3 that you think would be the best match based on all those factors. Part 3, answer the following questions for each of the 3 journals. So the name, the publisher, the editor, the audience. You can read those. Why do you think this journal may be a good option for publishing your manuscript? So 10 questions for each one. Part 4, obtain the author guidelines. I showed you what that is. Attached to your discussion board post as a Word document attachment. So all this information, the Part 1, these answers, in Part 3, those will just be written in your discussion board. And then for the discussion board, review one of your classmates' discussion board posting, evaluate their manuscript topic in journals, and give meaningful feedback related to the fit of their topic with their #1 journal choice. So you're just going to look at the information they provide here. You're going to look at the journal that they have listed as their #1 top pick, and then give your opinion based on everything that we've talked about if you think that is a good choice or not. Again, that's due May 28th. And I think that's really all we have for journal evaluation assignment #1. So if you have any questions or you're confused about anything, you can always email me, and then we'll have also the optional WebEx for Q&A that you can drop by if you have questions as well, and we'll get everything answered for you before you have your assignment due. So good luck, and let me know if you need anything.